Okay, folks, this video is going to be both about transit and neighborhoods or parts of Miami-Dade County. Today we're going to do the most unusual, unique route in the Miami-Dade transit system, and I'll explain after we start heading our way south. This is the northern terminus for Route 302. We're in Florida City, Palm Drive, 3rd Avenue. And let's get to it. So what makes this route so unique? Well, it was started in 1996, I believe, with a van by a company called Handy Van. Then it was taken over shortly after that by its actual operator, founded a company called All-American Bus, which eventually became JGT. That's Route 301 to our right. We're southbound on South Dixie Highway. Now, what makes this route so unique is the route has about 2 stops on Palm Drive, maybe 2 stops here on US 1, and then it doesn't stop again until inside the gates of Ocean Reef. So that means that only employees of Ocean Reef can ride the route, because it's a gated community, exclusive, and there will be a police officer that will check everybody's ID before the bus is allowed to go into Ocean Reef. No other Miami-Dade route is like that. So we're on US 1 and we're about to turn onto Card Sound Road. And here we'll see our Route 301 coming back. So we'll be going on to Card Sound Road, and I'll explain to you more about the route as we go. This is all, as we enter Card Sound Road, this is non-stop service. So JGT operated the route till about 2015, 2014, something like that, when the bid for the privately operated route was merged with the Route 301, and JGT lost the bid. It was picked up by a company called Safeguard America, DBA, America's Transportation, and they've held it ever since. This route operates only 2 trips in the morning, peak 2 trips in the afternoon. But guess what? JGT still operates a few trips on the route as a direct charter with Ocean Reef, not through the way of the county. Ocean Reef pays for it directly, and they operate mostly at midday or on demand. And that contract, when JGT was sold, the contract changed hands also. That is not a government contract, and it's not subsidized. Now, this part of the county is very wooded. To our left, there's a quarry, and there are several through streets. It's very popular for people on ATVs. I suspect that's what these people up here are doing. It sure looks like it. And you have 137th Avenue. It's a through street, goes almost all the way out. And also the Turkey Point nuclear power plant, operated by FPL, Florida Power and Light, or like some will say, Florida Plunder and Loot. So as you can see, this is all non-stop. And unlike the 301, which was operated by MDT operators for one day because contractor failure, the Route 302 has never been driven by an MDT operator. But a supervisor did drive this route, an MDT supervisor. And that happens to be me. And I've driven it several times for JGT. Uncompensated, of course, because that'll be a conflict of interest at the time. Now I can drive it anytime I want. I'm retired. But I did drive this 302 several times. Midday hours. The charter trips. Using MCI A-Series, A3, and Van Hool ones. It's a very relaxed route to drive. It was very nice with the MCIs, but that Van Hool fought me every single part of the way with that new steering it had. That bus was sold shortly afterwards. JGT had this A3, this MCI A3 that the owner had rebuilt, and it was perfect. Steering was tight, had a 6V92 rebuilt. That bus now, I hear, is going to be converted into an RV. But the most important thing I'm doing today, or the most important reason to do this today, is to honor the founding co-owner and president of JGT Transportation, or the recent JGT Transportation before it was sold, Maria Gonzalez, known as Rosita. She passed away roughly 2 weeks ago, and she was a great person to know. We're all gonna miss her very much. So this video is in remembrance of her. She started this route. Even though they were using handyman equipment, she and her husband Desi started this route. And they even kept it after they lost the bid to operate for the contract for Miami-Dade Transit. So the new JGT operates it now still. So we'll dedicate this video to her in her memory. One day we'll do an in-depth video of JGT transportation. It's one of the, that's a really mom and pop operator. And they survived the worst of the worst. Talk about a mom and pop operator. Rosita used to handle all the books, all the pay. Her husband will run the operation, many times driving a bus himself. We'll get into it more in another video. up ahead on the right is Alabama Jack's seafood restaurant and kind of local hangout. And we're now in Monroe County. We're gonna pay our little toll. And then up ahead is the Card Sound Bridge. This bridge, as you can tell by the sidewalk, how it thins out, it used to have a catwalk underneath. And when I was a kid, my dad used to bring me fishing here. We used to catch sea trouts, occasional snappers. See, that's where the catwalk used to be, right there. It has some stairs that you go down, and the catwalk went till about the edge of the channel. Lake. Sign says flooding soft shoulders. When we have our king tides, this road will go underwater during high tide. You can see some water there. That's salt water. You don't want to get your car into that water. If you do, you better wash it out good when you get home. The undercarriage it is. Guess what, folks? Going northbound, you will see the Route 302 operated by America's Transportation. There you go. Way. Little iguana. We're in Monroe County, County Road 905. This is where I used to stage the bus until it was time to leave. I didn't want the engines running for too long. So yes, right up ahead, as you can see, is the entrance to Ocean Reef. That's members only. That's for the route. Terminated about 3/4 of a mile after passing that gate. You would pick up employees, your passengers, and head out. So this video was made in honor of Maria Gonzalez, known to many as Rosita, and to her husband Desi, who's still with us, but he's heartbroken right now and grieving, as you can expect. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, the information. Like, subscribe, comment if you like, and we'll see you soon, folks. Have a good one from Ocean Reef, Monroe County, Florida. Bye-bye.